Hi everyone, I'm Jeanette Larsen with Growth Unlimited, and I'm your host for this presentation. You know, I was reading a blog the other day written by Larsen from Inc.com. She's an editor with them, and her blog was talking about how to be more resilient when things get tough. Resiliency is something that I've been talking to a lot of people about over the last few weeks. It seems to have upped in necessity since the beginning of March, and I don't think it's going to change. I think it's going to continue to be necessary because we're all facing huge challenges right now that we have never had to face before, and the changes that are occurring in society now look like they're going to be permanent. And so some of these things are a little difficult for some of us to deal with, and being resilient is the way we're going to get through it all. For those of you who are not familiar with that term, resiliency is how you address change, how you address things that are different. It's human nature to resist change, particularly when change has to come as a result of adversity or challenges. But change is inevitable. It is going to happen. There's nothing that we can do to stop it from happening. And so being able to cope with the stress and adversity that we are dealing with is where resiliency comes in. It comes from believing in yourself and at the same time in something bigger than yourself. It's not a trait people are born with. It involves behaviors and thoughts and actions that can be learned and developed in anyone who wants to do it. And we're going to talk about 10 different ways that you can develop resilience or strengthen your resilience. First of all, don't try to solve problems with the same thinking that created them. Resilient people don't make the same mistake again and again. They're willing to be honest about why they failed and take the time to think about what didn't work. And then they make decisions about what they need to do to make it work next time. Second, master your emotions before they manage you. Resilient people have a positive outlook. They remind themselves that much of what they're facing is temporary and that they've overcome setbacks before and can do it again. Resilient people focus on what they can learn from experience. Third, stay tough. Resilient people face their fears, and they have an adaptive attitude that lets them focus on possibilities even in the worst of times. The tougher the situation, the tougher they become. Fourth, keep growing. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and we get more resilient. Resilient people are constantly becoming braver and more courageous. They know that life is not what happens to us, but what happens within us. They take on the challenge of learning new things. They make changes in the way they handle things, and they move forward. 5, stay prepared. Resilient people work on solving a problem rather than let themselves become paralyzed by negativity. They don't back away to avoid having to deal with something just simply because it's unpleasant. They keep planning for the future even when things aren't working out in the present. Number 6, pick yourself up as many times as it takes. Resilient people understand that failure is not falling down, but refusing to get back up. They have the capacity to adapt successfully and the tenacity to never, ever quit. Number 7, reward the small wins. Resilient people believe in themselves. They work hard and they take joy in the small wins that give them strength. Number 8, keep giving. Even in the toughest times, resilient people find a way to care for other people, because sometimes being selfless is the best way to discover your own strength. Number 9, build relationships. Resilient people maintain strong and supportive relationships, both personal and professional. As a result, they have a caring, supportive, group of people around them in times of crisis. And lastly, create your own meaning. Resilient people search for meaning. They develop a personal why for the situations that happen in their lives. This gives them a clear sense of purpose, which helps them view setbacks from a broader perspective. They can see the big picture. They can see the end. To make it through tough times takes resilience. It requires that we pay attention to the complexities of our own experiences and listen to our emotions, and be willing to learn from disappointments and failures as well as successes and motivations. Take a look at yourself. How resilient are you? And what are you going to do to make yourself more resilient? Thanks for joining me today. And if this was helpful, be sure to subscribe and share this with your friends. Let's build our community of people who are working together to make the world a better place. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time. Growth Unlimited's mission is to help you have your life your way. We want to help you take control of your life so that you live the life you've dreamed of, that you deserve. We have a proprietary program that helps you do just that. Check us out by visiting our website and take our free assessment to see how we can help you.